Is Lotus worth it? Lodis reached out to us and wanted to submit 2 bags for an independent review. This is Francesca backpack and Lacey tote from the brand. We're going to start with the Francesca backpack. At first glance, I like the touch and look of the leather. It's a glazed marbling, a minimal finish. There's just not much coverage. I like these types of leather. Stitchings are all in line. It looks pretty good. Accessories has a nice brushed gold finish. The only issue I see is in the back, the leather assortment, the color assortment is not matching, so this is a lack of attention at first glance. It's on the back, not that much bothering, but still can be avoided. Moving on to the Lacey tote, leather has a nice touch and feel to it. It's a pretty standard pebbled, embossed leather, but very tastefully done in my opinion. The fabric looks cheap, just like the other one. Accessories are looking pretty good. Workmanship, stitches, the edge paints are okay. There's a lot of folded edges and a balanced edge paint. They are done fairly in this craft. So overall, it looks not bad. The only issue I can point out is the not dyed through leather here. When we get into the details, we will inspect why this may be happening. Let's get into the deconstruction of these bags. As we remove the very minimal top layer from this leather, we see that there's not much finish on this at all. It's just a bit of waxes and a glossy layer of closure to accomplish this crackling, marbling effect with the gloss. I love the grain cowhide that we can enjoy in this very unique and variable pattern. Upon applying acetone, we were able to remove a minimal finish from this leather. There is, I think, a semi-aniline, very tasteful, thin layer of finish applied to accomplish this glossier red color. I think it's perfectly balanced way of finishing a standardized leather. I love it. 5 square foot of leather should be enough to make a backpack like this. My leather estimate for this one is $13. It is not that much of a complex comparison to the other bag, but there's a lot of internal materials, fabrics, accessories involved in this project. So assembly and hardware cost, in my opinion, is $55. Total comes down to $68 in leather, labor, and hardware. Given my estimate of $68 to make a bag like this, the price tag of $139 is again an insane value in my standards. I don't know how it's possible. The bag said it was made in India. Maybe my estimates are a little too high for the country's standards. 7 square foot of leather should be enough to cover a project like this. My leather estimate is $20. And there's a lot of inside lining work, fabric with leather details, accessories, hardware, and additional lacing work. Nicely done. I don't think it can be done under $70 including the hardware. So my total leather, labor, and hardware estimate is $90 for this bag. Given my estimate of $90 to make a bag like this, the price tag of $168 is an insane deal in my standards. I don't know how they do it. The bag was made in India. Maybe the labor costs are cheaper than my estimates. After opening these 2 bags from Lotus, I really like their leather selections. They're minimally and tastefully finished leathers. Both appeals to me. On the leather side, I'm totally satisfied. The craftsmanship looks pretty good in both bags. I don't see major red flags. Both bags were made in India. All the stitching, lining, folding, everything was done properly. There's nothing concerning, in my opinion, at this price point. The only concern I have was the inner lining. The fabric design is a little outdated. In my opinion, it looks very old, 50 years ago bags. So it doesn't give that premium feel. Although their hardware, the metal with that gold, brushed gold finish is really high quality feeling. So most of the materials, leather, craftsmanship is really, really well done. And the pricing is incredible. In my opinion, this is a great value if you're looking for a good, real leather bag. As long as the designs apply to you, probably this is one of the greatest values I've seen so far out of my reviews.